say howdy one more time and introduce a couple of these guys. I think a lot of folks know this fellow right here that's singing all this stuff. He said he lives 2.5 hours from here, so...
Well, I mean, you know, I was transplanted to Kentucky from Ohio.
Well, there you go.
From Ohio.
He is the newest Grascal, been here a couple of years, and one of the most talented, finest fellows on this planet. If you make him welcome, Mr. Chris Davis right here. It's Chris Davis. Fella back here playing the other guitar, singing that high sissy part for us and doing a fine job on it. He's from over in Boone, North Carolina. He now lives in Wilkes, North Carolina. But make him welcome, if you would, Mr. John Bryan back here. That's old JB. Over here on the fiddle, one of the finest fiddlers I've ever had the privilege to be on stage with. One of the finest fellas on the planet. He's one that keeps us going up and down the road most of the time with our vehicle, and we appreciate him for that, along with the fiddle playing. Make him welcome Mr. Adam Haynes right there. Adam Haynes. Y'all seem to be liking that Stanley Brothers music. Let's do another one. What do you say?
Get down, boys, go back home, back to the girl you love. Treat her right, never wrong, how mountain girls can love. Riding the night in high cold wind on the trail of that old lonesome pine. Thinking of you, feeling so blue, wondering why you left me behind. Get down, boys, go back home, back to the girl you love. Treat her right, never wrong, how mountain girls can love. Remember the night we strolled down the lane, our hearts were young and happy then. You whispered to me as I held you close, I hope that night would never end. Get down, boys, go back home, back to the girl you love. Treat her right, never wrong, how mountain girls can love. Get down, boys, go back home, back to the girl you love. Treat her right, never wrong, how mountain girls can love.
Yeah, Kristen's loosened up tonight, I think. She's got to roll.
How'd that Monday?
Let's slow things down to a good gospel song. This is on one of our CDs. This is the last one?
CD4 last.
Anyway, great song that John brought to the group. He used to sing with his mama. What would I do without Jesus?
What would I do without Jesus, the shepherd of my valley? Lord, I just couldn't walk this road alone. When I'm hungry, He feeds me. When I'm thirsty, He's my water. I couldn't make it without Jesus. valley. I couldn't make it without Jesus. What would I do? Tears flow like a river, and my burdens are high as a mountain. And when the ones I have counted on have let me down, that's when I go to Jesus. He's the one that I can count on. I couldn't make it without Jesus. I do when I need someone to talk to. He's always there to listen. His arms fold around me. He rocks me in his bosom. What would I do without Jesus, the shepherd? Make it without Jesus. What would I do? I couldn't make it without Jesus. What would I do?
Introduced him a while ago. Y'all want to hear a good fiddle tune? Yeah! You want to do fiddle? Yeah, let's do it. All right, for everybody playing along, getting the kids G. If y'all going to play along. We're going to do a great old song here that it's a good dancing song, so if y'all want to dance, hop up and get after it. Don't hurt yourselves. That's the main thing. I'm talking to Katie Hill. Katie Hill? Katie Hill. we'll slow things down a little bit here. We just lost this couple weeks ago one of the biggest icons in our music, Mr. Sonny Osborne, and Osborne brothers were a huge influence on the Grasscals from day one. Smith back here spent 13 years with Osborne brothers, and we always have a lot of their music in our stuff. So we'll do one that the Osborne brothers did that we learned from them right now, and it's always been a fun one. One called Hard Times.
My boss thinks that I'm his tool, and I guess that he is right. Uses me like the shovel in my hand. But if his shovel was as strong, it wouldn't hold a load of dirt. I guess that's why that I'm important to that man. Hard times, knocking on my door. Hard times, but I don't care very much anymore. Hard times. So tired that I just can't take a breath. But I'm smart enough to know that I'm not so very smart. If I don't work, I guess I'll drink myself to death. Hard times, knocking on my door. Hard times, but I don't care very much anymore. Hard times. Now once I've while my hours away, thinking deep and simple thoughts, thirsting for a way to be a great big man. But all my thirst for these things I've now learned how. A drink of water from an old tin can. Hard times, knocking on my door. Hard times, but I don't care very much anymore. Hard times. I'll tell you what. What happened? Oh, the bass player. Well, I'll tell you what. Before we get into that one, let me take 1 second to introduce the mandolin player right here. He's took the time to introduce all of us, and y'all might be curious who he is now. If he is originally from the great state of Kentucky, and now lives just outside Nashville. He's one of the two remaining founding members of the Grascals.
He's been here since day one, and we're awful glad that he still is. He's one of the greatest mandolin players that you'll ever get a chance to hear. One of the finest gentlemen on the planet. If you would put your hands together, Danny Roberts on the mandolin over here. Well, we had somebody holler that over there. This is the first song the Grasscals ever recorded. This is kind of what set everything off with them with Dolly. She heard that and fell in love with that song, and that prompted the couple years that the Grasscals played and opened up for Dolly Parton. And this is also one of my favorite songs the Grasscals have ever recorded, even before I ever thought it possible that I would be in this band. This was one of my favorite songs when it came out. And if you've ever had anybody that's been in the service, it really touches home. But it's a beautiful song. I hope you guys like it. And we'll get Chris to step up here and get you a little bit of Me, John, and Paul.
Thanks, John.
Yes, sir.
That was so good, man.
I'm sweating, man. He did a good job. I could never do that good. I'm not a good talker on the microphone. Michelle's great. You ever heard Michelle talk? It's good stuff, people. It's good stuff. I do good getting by singing, let alone talking on this rascal. And this one's intimidating. Look at it. Scared the crap out of me. I come, whoa! Just kidding. I normally get in tune. They'll tell you it's a lie, too. Here we go. Did you start that noise? Okay. Fill it in, boys. Johnny lived next door to me, and Paul lived down the block. We'd meet each day at my house sharp at 6 o'clock. We'd race our bikes to school, and Paul would always win. Johnny said that's 'cause we're 9 and Paul had just turned 10. First day of high school, on the way to my first class, 3 football players said they wouldn't let me pass. So I set my books down and I rolled up my sleeves. Before I knew it, there were 2 boys next to me. It was me and John and Paul, the best friends you ever saw. All for one and one for all. It was me and John and Paul. I wonder why they call it graduation day. It's more like a funeral for you that's passed away. Paul said he's leaving for the army in 3 weeks. Johnny said let's go to town and make some memories. It was me and John and Paul, the best friends you ever saw. All for one and one for all. It was me and John and Paul. Years later I heard Paul came back from the Gulf War. So I flew up from Tennessee to visit him once more. Didn't shock me none to hear that he was brave. He lost his own life, but another one to save. I waited by a tree till everyone left. Then I went up to say a prayer, and my pal slept. Then I heard a voice I hadn't heard in years. I didn't need to turn around, I knew just who was there. It was me and John and Paul, the best friends you ever saw. All for one and one for all. It was me and John and Paul. It was me and John and Paul, the best friends you ever saw. All for one and one for all. It was me and John and Paul.
folks. I think we're going to do one more song here and take a break. We'll be over here. We've got our newest CD with us. We got some new T-shirts with us. I see Kristen's got her CDs and her books with her. You know, Kristen's the 5-time IBMA Banjo Player of the Year. She's the 6th. That's right. 6 times she's won the Spigma Banjo Player of the Year. 6, count those. She also, that's right, she also won the Excellence in Banjo Award from Steve Martin. And she's got a book over there. Buy that book, get you a banjo, go over in about 15 minutes, you can play just like her. So that's always good to know. She's got the book, CD that goes with it. But we're gonna close. We're gonna get the man back here, one of the original members of the Grasscals, one of the finest players and singers on this planet, and one of the best neighbors anybody could ever want. And proud to have him as a neighbor. And he always cooking and bringing me stuff to eat, and comes and mows my yard. He painted my house. Let's see, he's got a pressure washer. Told me he's getting ready to come and pressure wash my back deck and my garage doors. And you didn't know that, did you? But, anyway, I really appreciate him doing all that for me. And one of the finest, like I did mention, he's done a little everything. He started his career on the Grand Ole Opry, just a teenager with Wimley Cooper, and he's traveled with Jimmy Martin, Bill Monroe, 13 years with Bobby and Sonny the Osborne brothers, and it's one of the finest. He'd make him welcome before he does this last song for you right here, Mr. Terry Smith. It's Terry Smith right there.
We'd like to close this set out with an old Osborne brother number in honor of Sonny. This is one called Hear That Lonesome Whistle Blow Sonny.
Oh, tell him about it.
Look out.
Can't you hear that whistle blow, son? Mama's got hot biscuits on. Can't you hear that whistle blow, son? I'm leaving now, but my mind's already gone.
I've been missing a production, slowing down that assembly line. I have caused a great reduction. Baby, I'm coming home, it's quitting time.
Can't you hear that whistle blow, son? Mama's got hot biscuits on. Can't you hear that whistle blow, son? I'm leaving now, but my mind's already gone.
I get up a bit too early. Mama's got hot biscuits on, and you can bet one thing's for certain: it's 5 and that tip jar is gone.
Can't you hear that whistle blow, son? Mama's got hot biscuits on. Can't you hear that whistle blow, son? I'm leaving now, but my mind's already gone.
do want to say about the CDs, I forgot. We're running our end of the year special over here. If you buy one of the new CDs, you get one of the Andy Griffith CDs for free, or if you buy a T-shirt, you get a CD for free. So everybody likes something for free. So come on by and see us.